What's up, everybody? It's Sean Veely, and I'm really excited. I got this set I've been looking for to unbox, the SpongeBob Best 200 Episodes Ever set. And the reason it was so hard for me to find was the collectible poster inside. This is the original 2019 print. Yeah, and then it was reissued in 2024 without the collectible poster. And I think there's like 200, maybe 300 characters on this poster. Like, it's big, so. And it's got these nice thick cases. Set arrived mostly great condition, a small dent there. This is only, trying to think, I think it's $49.99, like $50, so not bad for 200 episodes from the first 9 seasons of SpongeBob, which is the best seasons before the show started getting goofy about towards the end of season 10, going into season 11, the show got goofy. So seasons 1 through 9 are definitely my favorite. It doesn't say how many discs are in it though, but I'm hoping there's no loose discs. It sounds kind of tightly packed in there, so open it and see. This looks like a very pretty cool looking set, and I like the blue because blue is my favorite color. So it's got all the different shapes in it. I'm curious to see. We're gonna take it out and look at this poster if I can get this box set open, because it's packed in here really tight for some reason. I don't know why. May have to pause the camera. Hold on. Okay, using both hands, I was able to get this part to tear there, so take a look inside. And it looks like the individual cases are sealed too, which is actually very unusual for box sets of anything, because I know like with Sony, their box sets, usually the outside box is sealed, but then the DVD cases don't. They just have a security sticker at the top and no shrink wrap. So that's actually great that they sealed both this set and the actual DVD cases. So that kind of gives me hope that the disc might be protected better. Take it out, and I guess first I'll look at the poster. Yeah, they packed it good in there. Shake these case. Sounds like there might be a loose disc in there. And that one, I hope not. Maybe it won't be scratched. Kind of sounds like it in there too, so I don't know, but let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of characters there on the back here. Yeah, it looks like it expands out further. Let's see. Yeah, this has got to be hundreds of characters. This is a really nice poster. Only thing, you know, with the SpongeBob season sets, they originally had box sets like that, but it was just little individual DVD cases. And then they started making all those dull gray discs with Paramount. But yeah, that's a few hundred characters for sure. If y'all know the exact amount or can count, let me know in the comments. I try to zoom out as far as I can, so maybe y'all can pause it and count all the characters if I can get the poster propped up right, but I don't think my camera's gonna zoom out to all of these. It's a bright light in the way. Well, that's about the best I can do. It looks like SpongeBob's on here more than once too, so he got a watermelon in his nose there. Yeah, so it's a bunch of reprints too. 2 Patricks. This is weird. I don't remember an episode with that, but I do remember the one where SpongeBob and Squidward were in the same body together. And then, there was one with his cousin Stanley, and they look like twins. I don't remember 2 Patricks in an episode. So, I'm not sure. Well, it looks like it's got some repeat characters, and I thought it was double-sided, but I guess not. But that's still pretty nice, and it feels glossy like full-color photo paper, so it's definitely an expensive printed poster. If you see how much printer ink is now and all, especially with the inkjets, that's where you're going to get the best quality. You won't get with the big office jet laser printers. You won't get good quality with those for stuff like this. So an inkjet, which is slower, is typically what you need to use to print good ink like that. It would take a long time, but it would work. Also would recommend, I know HP has that controversial ink cartridge thing where it's like they can lock it up, but I'd still say that's the best overall printer brand, and you don't want to mess with any, I would say, like Brother or Epson. Those two suck, really. I mean, even though Shaq advertised for Epson, those two aren't good. And then Canon's just too expensive, but good quality, they're just high price. So HP's probably your best budget if you wanted to, I guess, photocopy this or something. And then you need photo paper. Anyway, I just thought that's a nice poster, so I'm trying to pause this, I guess, and fold it back. I had to fold it back the other way around, that's why it was struggling. But I'll just slide this back in the box for now. But yeah, this probably would be great to photocopy, like I was saying, on the inkjet printer, if you had some good photo paper. You need a big piece, though, and probably use up a whole cartridge nowadays with how little they put in them. Oh, this is a nice thick box inside too. So let's see, because it doesn't ever say how many discs were in the set, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to peek and see if there's a loose disc in here. It feels like there is in this one. Yeah, this is a pretty big box. That's the first 100 episodes, so that would be seasons 1 through 5. 14 discs in this set, it says. It's going to be a pretty big box. And looks like they're all full screen, so that's good with this series. Because the SpongeBob was full screen up until, I believe, season 9, so these will mostly be the full screen era of the disc. Only thing is that, you know, it would probably be hard to tell them apart when Paramount does their gray colored disc these days, like DreamWorks used to do when they had the co-ownership. It's like I'm gonna have to pause this too and get this open. They sealed it tight, but I was able to get this plastic snap, so open it up, make sure there's no loose disc in here or anything. Looks like there's an episode list in the back. I can see like a little paper thing back there, because you could kind of see through the clear case. Make sure there's no loose disc, which there probably is. Wow, they made the box hard to open. Let's see. And we actually get artwork on the disc. That's nice, because Paramount never does artwork. Looks like it was just this tray thing that was loose, because this case is so thick. Make sure there's no loose disc. It doesn't look like there is, so. Oh, that's cool. They got artwork on the disc, so that's some of the episodes there for that side. Looks like that stops around season 3 era. And then got disc 1 here, and disc 2 both have SpongeBob on it. Oh, this thing's trying to come out the case now. Gotta slide it in there. There we go. Disc 3 and 4 have Patrick. Disc 5 and 6 have Gary. So yeah, this is actually nice. They did artwork for these. Disc 7 and 8, Squidward. Disc 9 and 10 are Mr. Krabs. They're all doing different smiling poses and stuff. And we got disc 11 and 12 with Sandy. Disc 13 and 14 with Plankton. I don't know how I'm gonna fix the loose disc situation though with these. Let's see, this thing yet doesn't really have anything to hook on to, I don't think. Well, let's see if I do it in the spine like that. Looks like it's still gonna be loose, so I guess that's just how they pack the case. Still though, I guess, as long as the discs aren't loose. That could have been better packaging, I think, rather than doing the stack like that. I didn't even check the bottoms to see if any of them were scratched, but I don't think they would be since they're in this thing, but still might want to check. Nope, that one's shiny. And then you can kind of see the bottoms through those. So I would just assume all these are good and not scratched. So yeah, I just don't like that stacker thing on them though. So I'll go open the other set and see if it says how many discs. That's weird though that it doesn't say on the box. It never says the disc number anywhere on it. So I have to see about what the other one has. Well, assuming the second disc set probably has the same stack thing like that with the disc. But this is the next 100 episodes, so this would be season 6 through 9. 16 discs in this one, so that's a total of 30 discs. So that's a lot they have on these sets. These cases are pretty thick, so this one will probably be a little bit thicker, I'm sure. Now with that, I may have to pause it again to get the shrink wrap off. I have to check and see. Yeah, I have to pause. Alright, so I was able to use my hands again, peel that part off, so. Let's see if it shows. Let's see, it doesn't mention any of the episodes there. But it'll probably have another guide inside like the other that's printed in the paper on the opposite side of the case, so. Make sure there's no loose disc with this one either. Because the case will trick you the way that one felt. And then these have artwork on them too. So that's nice. So then we got the episodes there. Disc 1 with SpongeBob. Disc 2 with Patrick. Looks like this time they changed the characters up with the disc. Disc 3 with Sandy. Oh no, Disc 3 with Squidward. I forget they mix them there for some reason. Disc 4 with Sandy. Disc 5 with Mr. Krabs. Disc 6 with Mr. Pearl. I mean, Mr. Pearl, not Pearl. I got Mr. Krabs and Pearl mixed up. Disc 7 with Gary. Wish they would do like a number there to there. Like 7 and 8 should be there. See how 9 and 10's there. Disc 9 with Karen. Disc 10 with Mrs. Puff. Yeah, this is another loose case I see, but no loose discs. Disc 12, oh wait, Disc 11, there we go, with Larry. Disc 12 with Mermaid Man. Disc 13 with Barnacle Boy. Disc 14 has Jellyfish. Disc 15 has SpongeBob again, and then Disc 16 has Patrick again. So let's see, I'll make sure that this case is on there good. I don't think this one's gonna clip into the hole there, the little lines, so this is just gonna be a loose disc case. See, it just comes out like that, so just have to put it in like that and close it. This is a really nice set overall for $50. And you got all of this stuff, the posters included and everything. Let's see how good it slides back in here now. There we go. So then you just hold it like that. And when you're carrying it, then you can pick out whatever disc you want out of the set. Well, that's pretty cool. And it's very nice Paramount did artwork on all of these because they never do that anymore. I'll show you with the other SpongeBob DVD what they do now. So this SpongeBob DVD I listed on eBay recently since I just got this set now, which is Frozen Face Off, and this has some season 8 episodes on it. But if you look at the disc, this is what Paramount does nowadays. See that dull gray? So it was actually surprising that not all 30 discs in there look like this, because then you have to really read closely to see the title or the disc number, because with the season sets, they were this color too, and it would say like disc 1 or something, but that gray is hard to see, and then the label there. If you zoom this out, you can see the bottom part, but you can't really read what the top says because of the disc colors. And I've had this one for a while, but it's got some wear, like little scratches, but it still works pretty good. Hadn't skipped. And then this is a pamphlet they had back then for other DVDs, which of course were all gray discs. So yeah, that's a major difference between that and then these with the artwork on them, for sure. But this is just a really nice set, and I'm happy with this set. They made a best 300 episodes ever set, but it had, like I was saying, seasons 10 through 14, which just aren't as good as seasons 1 through 9. So 9 was like the cutoff for me. So this was a perfect set with the episodes on it for me. And then plus this is the only one with the poster, because the best 100 episodes and 300 didn't have a poster with it. So and I could always, I guess, even though they're goofy, you just won't buy the 300 episode box set, just buy the separate DVD case with the another 100 episodes, it's called. Just have the gray disc only. But that's pretty much it for this unboxing. It's in pretty good shape for a new box, although it's got a little scratch across it, but you know, it's hard to get cardboard boxes perfect like that. As long as the discs aren't damaged, that's all that matters. So. Go test them in the player. So I'm curious if they've changed the menus on them or not. And it looked like it had some of the short episodes that were like the square shorts. But I don't think it has all the original. There's a separate DVD release with the gray Paramount disc, like I showed earlier, that I'm looking at getting the mini movie and the square shorts, and it's like an hour and a half or something. And I think the mini movie is also got the pilot episode help on it, which is included on this, so that just be twice included. But there was another mini movie of SpongeBob, and then there's different square shorts. I remember one that I don't know if it ever got released on DVD or not, because I thought it was banned, but it's called The Endless Summer. That was controversial one about global warming. You can find that one on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's free. People have uploaded it. But it's like it's so hot in Bikini Bottom, Mr. Krabs is trying to make a swimming pool for money. That short didn't really air on TV for long because it was too much controversy around it. Besides that, nothing else was really banned with a short that was separate from an episode. So I hope y'all enjoyed this unboxing of SpongeBob, the best 200 episodes ever. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the future video whenever I make one. I'm not sure when it will be because this is kind of an expensive set. See you in the next video.